everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we are still working with paper napkins. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to all of my new friends, and welcome back to all of my longtime friends and supporters. Thank you guys so much. Isn't it just amazing what we can do with paper napkins? I know that a lot of you made an investment in paper napkins once we started using them on the channel about 2 years ago. So we're going to make it a point to use some paper napkins because they are a part of our stash, and you guys know we are working our stash. So again, I am going to be crafting with this beautiful watercolored paper napkin, and we are going to take this napkin, which is in a very flimsy state. We're going to make it very sturdy, and we're going to turn it into something very useful, because y'all, we are going into graduation season, wedding season. There are always baby showers, anniversaries, birthdays, and what we're making today is truly one of those things that we can always use. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at what we're going to be making today. When finished, it measures 8 by 2, and it's 4 inches high. And you can tell from the look of this that this would be perfect for a bridal shower gift, or for the bride to place goodies in this bag to give to the bridesmaids. This, when you change the paper, is perfect for a baby shower gift. It's perfect for a birthday or an anniversary gift. It is a nice size bag, and it all starts with a napkin. And here's the napkin that I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using a piece of 12 by 12 lightweight scrapbook paper. Now you can use whatever weight you want, but I thought I would show you how we can take a lightweight scrapbook paper and join it to a paper napkin and make both of them a little sturdier. To have a napkin as a bag would not be a good thing. But when we take that napkin and we join it to a piece of lightweight scrapbook paper, it becomes a good thing. And then we'll need 2 pieces for the handle. I have 2 pieces that measure 1.5 by 12. Then I have 2 strips that I'll be putting inside the bag, and these measure 1.5 by 8. And then I have my little decorative pieces. So the first thing that we're going to do is something that I like to do whenever I'm making a project that's going to have paper handles. I like to go ahead and make that handle first so that that glue will have a chance to set up, and also I'll curve it just a little bit so that curve will have a chance to harden. So we have 1.5 inches. I am going to score this straight down the middle at 3/4 of an inch, and then I'll fold and burnish. I'm going to take my glue, and then I'm just going to add my glue to the inside. And then I'll take my big old spatula and I'll just start spreading that glue. And while I'm spreading the glue, I'm also helping to get that curl. So you can see the curl has started there. I have already made one. So we'll take these 2 and set them to the side, and we will go ahead and make the bag part. So I am just going to separate the white pieces from the actual design piece. My napkin happens to be a 3-ply, so I'll take these 2 pieces and we'll save it because it is tissue paper and we can use it somewhere else. So now that I have my piece like this, I'll flip it over, smooth it out, and then I'm going to bring in my 12 by 12 piece. I have already added the adhesive to the back using my Xyron Creatopia. Now that is a machine that will apply adhesive to the back of items up to 12 inches wide. It's a great machine, but it's been discontinued. Sometimes you can find them on eBay, but you don't have to have a Xyron Creatopia to make this project. If you don't, you can use some spray adhesive and just spray the back of the paper, not the tissue, but the actual paper, and then you just join the 2 together. Or you can use some tape, or you can use Mod Podge or some other type glue, whatever works for you. Some people even use saran wrap or plastic wrap to join the 2. But if I was to run out of Xyron adhesive and I needed to do a double-sided project like this, I always use my Elmer's spray adhesive. Just make sure that you're spraying it outdoors because the fumes can be toxic if you inhale them. So all I have to do is peel away the backer sheet. And you can see that sheen on the back. That's the adhesive. And then I'm just going to take this and just start placing it down. I'm not worried about being overly neat with this because I'll go back with my big old spatula and I will try to remove as much of the creasing as possible. And as I'm doing this, please notice that I am not tearing the napkin. It becomes very sturdy when you apply it to the paper. The two join together beautifully. So there are questions about won't the napkin tear. As you can see, I'm not being gentle in how I'm doing this. So no, the napkin for me is not tearing. I can't guarantee that you won't have a napkin tear. All I can say is that when I have been doing my napkin crafts, I have not experienced the napkin tearing. So all I'm doing at this point is just removing the excess tissue paper. So then I'll bring in my scoreboard and we're going to go ahead and make our scores. So I'm going to score at 3/4 of an inch, and you can see that my napkin is not tearing. Then I'll score at 5 and 7 and 11 1/4. Then I'll rotate it to the opposite end. I'll score at 2. Rotate it to the opposite end of that 2 and score at 2 again. And then we're simply going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And what I like about this bag, because I use scrapbook paper, it's not as stiff as some of the other bags that I might make. It has the consistency of like a brown paper bag that you would get from the store or that you might pack lunches in. So let's just go ahead and do all of these. So now I'm going to take my finger blade and we are going to free this tab here in the center. So let's go up to that first score mark, drag straight down. And when I'm dragging down, I'm cutting through the center of that score. And then I'll angle, angle, and then I'm just going to reduce this in size because we really don't need all of that side bulk. And I'll do the same thing over here. So I'll go up to that score mark, drag down through the center, angle in, do the same thing over here, angle in, and reduce the tab. So now with it facing me like this, I am just going to angle on one end to free those side tabs. And then I'll angle in here, but I'm going to remove the corner tabs here. So let's angle here and then remove this tab altogether. So when you're finished, your project piece is going to look like this. So now we're going to put it together. We're going to fold these 3/4 inch strips backwards because I want that contrast on the front. So I'm going to take my glue, add some glue to those pieces, stick them. I'll do the same thing on this end. So I'll add my glue. Fold over and stick down. So now we'll add our glue to our side pieces. And then we take the piece that has the little flap on it, and that's where we join. We'll do the same thing on this end. We're going to take the piece that has the flap and join it to that tab. And now we'll add just a little bit of glue these side flaps here. We'll take it, match it. I'm going to fold that down just to make sure that I do have a good match. And now I can do the same thing on this side. I'll just take it, match it. Then I can go on the inside and get everything nice and stuck. And now I can take my glue, add some glue to these flaps. Fold them over. And now we have our sweet little bag. So I am going to go ahead and pinch in my side pieces. And by pinching, I am just taking my finger, putting it in the middle, and then I squeeze. And that gives me a nice little bag. So now we can take our handles, which are nice and dry and formed, and we can put those in the bag. So all I'm going to do is add just a little bit of glue to both ends. And then where you place yours is up to you. I think I'm going to go for a much wider placement this time than I did on the other. So I am just going to hold that in place until it sets. And then for some added stability, I am just going to take my piece that measures 8 by 1.5, add some glue. So I'll take this piece and I'm just going to stick it on the inside. So basically that is helping to sandwich in my handles so I know that they won't come undone. And it also helps to hide where I glued the handles on the inside. So we are going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm going to take my glue, add some glue here at the bottom, take my handles, and then I'll try to match them to the other side. And we'll hold them in place and get them nice and stuck. Y'all, this bag is gorgeous. It's just a simple little bag, but the napkin adds such a beauty to it. So I am going to go ahead and take some more glue. Place my glue on this piece. I'll take this piece and put it in my bag. And we will place it down. One thing that I did on placing the second one that I didn't do in placing the first one is I didn't unpinch the bag. I should have, because that just makes it easier to place something like this on the inside. So I am just going in and getting this smooth. So when I placed that first handle, I actually had the pinches still in and I had to work around it. But this time I just opened it, and that made it so much easier for me to be able to go in and do my placement. So now I have this sweet little lace flower that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use just a little bit of my crinkle seam binding, not a lot. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my double-sided tape. We're going to get that stuck to the back of this ribbon. And then I'll peel away the backer. I am going to take a piece of my crinkle seam binding, put it on the back, and then I'm just going to sort of loop it just a little bit. And how you do this is completely up to you. I am just playing around with it to get the look that I like. Then I'll just take another piece of my double-sided tape, place that down. You can use whatever adhesive you want to use for this. I'm using tape. You can use glue dots, glue stick, whatever it is you can make work when you're making a project. Go ahead and use it, because there is no right or wrong. And so there is my little bag. And the last thing I'm going to do is I have this sweet little charm that I found at Pop Shelf when I bought all of that stuff around Christmas time last year. And I'm just going to add that charm right there because I think it just adds a little bit of cuteness. So there we have a second bag. This charm says feeling good. I'm going to bring that first one back in, and this charm says create magic. These are so adorable, so easy to make. I think I might have given you the wrong measurements at the beginning. When finished, it measures 3 1/4 by 8 by 2. I think I might have said 4 by 8 by 2, but it is actually 3 1/4 by 8 by 2. Still a nice size bag for you to be able to use, and it instantly dresses up whatever function that you might be using it on. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's super awesome paper napkin project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, come on, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.